we please bring Gucci belts back? Like, I know it's chuggy. I know what you're thinking. I get it. I totally get it. But, like, she's very gorgeous to me. Like,
Welcome back. If you live long enough, you'll see fashion trends recycle over and over. At one point, Gucci belts were considered a major fashion statement and a show of status. And then a few years ago, it went out of style and was considered to be tacky, over the top. But the belts appeared to be having a comeback and considered stylish again. My next guest has more.
So we had to go to our fashion expert, Devo J, to figure out what the big deal is about the return of the double G Gucci belt. Now, Devo, many people are saying, we don't want to see this thing come back. We've had enough of it. It's a status symbol. It's whack. Others are saying, thank God, let me go get mine out of the closet.
Exactly. Probably like you.
So here's the deal. I put up all my double Gucci belts during the pandemic and never pulled them out the closet again. So kind of like during the pandemic, I felt like, why did I spend all this money on these things?
Right.
And it means absolutely nothing during the pandemic. But people get their asses out the closet now.
Bring them belts back. I see. Let me tell you why. I feel like what we forget is things always circle back around in fashion. It may take a little while. The only unfortunate part now is things are going viral. So that same belt that we were buying for $100, maybe $200 at the max, right? Now that belt is going to be $500 to $600, right? Yeah. And on the resale market, because they're not manufacturing that particular belt anymore, it's going to be more expensive.
Right.
That's the only thing about fashion.
Mine. I have three. Look, selling them.
I'm telling you. The thing about it is there's so many different avenues now of reselling your used goods, your luxury goods. Let me say that. Used luxury goods, because again, we are very careful when we're wearing these items. So they're not always worn out, right? And people are always looking to refurbish and refine somebody else's lost treasure, right?
Right. And for those who are wondering, though, what made this belt so popular? It first came out, the double G first came out, belt came out in the 1970s, and it stood the test of time. Yeah. And people loved it. And all of a sudden, it disappeared.
Well, you know what? I think, of course, we all know millennials and Gen Zers have big influence on fashion, especially now that we have different avenues, Instagram and Snapchat and TikTok. So they take those looks and they really change them. And you have to also remember during the pandemic, we were not going out. Like Houston was still kind of open, but we weren't going out dressing like we were. You see us in jogging pants. Like I've seen you out a few times, when we did tennis shoes. Like it was really comfortable. This was the dude that walked out of his house with a Gucci loafer, a Gucci belt, and ready to go, right? So we tend to have gotten comfortable, even myself. And I love a good I love a good Gucci jacket. I love a good Gucci anything. But I got really comfortable. And so I wasn't making the appearances that we were making in public. Everything was done via Zoom. So you didn't have to be dressed like that. Now, you got to be dressed and you got to be looking good. And if you decide to sell that damn belt, let me know.
I will do that. I will do that. Now, what turned people against it? So many people are now saying, do not return the double G Gucci belt. Let it stay dead.
Let's be honest. A lot of our rappers, a lot of our influencers have huge, they inspire us in so many different ways, right? So you have, now the trend is Dior. Dior is the trend where everybody's wearing these, the Dior tennis shoes. I remember when Dior tennis shoes were $300, $500 max. And now that same shoe is running you $1,200 and $1,300. The robe, the bathrobe is now running you $2,500 when it used to be $500. Like, so you look at all of these different things that rappers and our mega stars, our A-listers that are wearing, right? And so when the trend starts, people start to push the other trends in the back. One thing I will say about Gucci is that it's very, 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 it's very traditional. It's very much easy to wear, easy to style. And again, it makes a lot of product for men that are a little bit thicker or a little bit bigger than the norm, right? So it's a comfortable brand. So again, with this belt coming back, I'm excited because again, it shines a spotlight back on Gucci. I'm just not excited about the damn price increase we're about to get on. That's my problem.
You're going to have to pay out the ass for this one, Devo.
Out the whole ass. You hear me?
There you go. Always good to see you here on The Factor Uncensored, and make sure you keep us updated on all the latest fashion trends, sir.
And of course, I checked the website, and the average Gucci belt now for men and women, $400 to $600. So if you want to get one now, $400 to $600. That's cheap compared to some of the other ones.